What's up, YouTube? My name is Brandon, and you're going to notice as you watch this video that it seems like it was filmed a very long time ago, and that's because it was. I filmed that video back in July of 2018, and we are now in May of 2019. The PGA Championship is currently on right now. So what have I been doing for a year? Well, and with all that bow shooting, oh, come on, get that birdie, Ricky. With all that bow shooting comes a lot of hunting. And of course, this guy keeps me crazy busy too. Oh yeah. Also did this. So my wife just went to sleep. I have to be extremely quiet because it is midnight. Today is her birthday. Hence the gift right here. But I'm going to take it one step further. And I am going to cut the beard off today. Now my wife loves my beard. However, I don't know how big of a fan she is of the length. And since she turned 29, she has been dreading this day for a very long time. So I thought I would go the extra mile and cut it off. So I have the Galaxy tablet I'm going to use as a mirror. I've got the clippers, a razor, and I guess the only thing left to do is okay, little disclaimer, I've actually been thinking about cutting this off for a while. Not cutting it off, but trimming it. I usually get it maintained at a place by my house, and there was a couple months in between visits, and I had somewhere to be where I wanted to make it look nice. So I actually tried to even it out or kind of trim it myself, and I didn't do a terrible job, but the problem was I couldn't get it really up here. So what I did was just took scissors and cut it right here, and if you can see, it's short and it kind of just sticks out on both sides. And it just doesn't look good anymore. So for a while I've been really wanting to just trim it all the same length and start over. As much as it pains me, I just got to keep telling myself that it will grow back. I just hope it grows back really soon. Definitely went a little bit shorter than I would like, and we figured out that I have a really round fat face that I haven't seen in quite a while. But I like it right now. We'll see how I feel when I wake up in the morning. I'll probably regret it later down the road, but it's a beard. It'll always grow back, and it'll definitely be back. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit more. Get that get the single blade razor in there to clean it up really nice, but she's gonna like it. So like I said, it's gonna come back, definitely. So with me filming almost a year apart, you're going to find out in this video why. So hope you enjoy it. Like I said, I filmed it a year ago. It is now May, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Oh, so hot. Well, to be honest, I was hoping that thermometer would read a little bit hotter because it feels way hotter than 94. But what I want you to look at is this dashboard right here. No check engine light, and even though it's dirty, that may not seem like a big deal to you guys, but that check engine light has been on for almost a year. I just got it fixed this weekend. And the reason that's significant to this video is because it ties in really well with what I want to talk about. But right now, I gotta go home and cool off. So I'll see you in a little bit. So let's talk about lack of motivation. One of the reasons I wanted to start this YouTube channel was so I can motivate myself to get better at golf and lose some weight. And a little bit is just, I don't have a lot of motivation to do really anything. That's why I talked about my check engine light. I knew what the problem was. I knew what had to be done, but it took me almost a year to get it fixed. And I can't really tell you why, other than it was a lot of work to get motivated to actually get up and do it. In order for me to go and get my car fixed, I'd have to grab my keys, put my shoes on, leave the house, get in the car, and drive there. So while all that sounds very easy, and I just did every step just to put it in a video, it's not that hard. But I once heard a marathon runner, she's pretty famous, I don't know who exactly it was, pretty famous in the marathon community, but she said, she was asked in an interview, what's the hardest thing about getting up to start training, or how you try to get up and train for a marathon. She said the hardest thing for her is putting on her running shoes. Sounds so dumb, but it's so true. Once I'm at the golf course, I'm fine, I can stay there for hours, but it's just getting up and actually driving to the golf course is what's keeping me from doing it, especially in this heat. Now, I can say for an hour telling you how lack of motivation, it's easier to stay on the couch, easier to watch TV, easier to play video games. And while that's all really kind of harmless, except being lazy and me gaining weight because I'm not being active, that's all really kind of easy to change. But there's one big thing that in my life that has to change, and it has to change today. Now, I'm debating whether I should even put this part in the video, just because talking about it out loud, it sounds extremely stupid. And probably to 99% of you guys will probably roll your eyes, or if you haven't shut the video off already, you probably shut it off. But for that small percentage who have the same problem I do, listen up, because you might be in the same boat as me. This little green can right here. This tiny 12-ounce green can has a very strong grip on me right now. Like I said, it sounds incredibly stupid, but I am totally addicted to the stuff, and it is kind of ruining the way I live my life. Now, I think ruining my life is a very strong word. Millions of people every day drink cans of soda, and they're totally fine. The problem with me is caffeine sort of has a reverse effect on me. The more I drink, the more kind of lazy I get, the more tired I get, the more sleepy I get. The thought of having a cup of coffee before bed is like heaven to me. So here's the thing with Mountain Dew and all sodas. I need to quit drinking them altogether. I've done it before, and it's only done wonders for me. I quit drinking it, and I kind of have this snowball effect. So last year in September, right around Labor Day, I said I'm not going to drink anymore. And while the first few days were terrible with headaches and everything, when those headaches went away and my cravings for them stopped, crazy things happened. Not only did I lose a bunch of weight, the first week of not drinking any soda, I dropped like 10 pounds immediately, just all the crap just getting flushed out of me. But I had a lot more energy to go out and do things. I wasn't so lethargic, I wasn't so tired all the time. And what happened was I went golfing more. I went golfing on my lunch breaks, as I have a golf course right next to my house. And what happens when I'm at the golf course all the time, I want to practice and get better. When I want to practice and get better, it makes me want to lose the weight, get more flexible again, so I can get my distance back that I've lost. And then not only that, but I go out and I hit buckets of balls and I'm tired, so it makes me want to get my endurance up, so I go run. So like I said, I started in September of last year, and by Christmas, I lost 30 pounds. And then Christmas, I started drinking again, and now we're in July, and I've pretty much gained all 30 pounds back. So I really just, I want to lose it again. I'm done. I'm done doing this. Now here's the thing. Soda addiction is a real thing. I Googled it once. So, but here's the thing with me. A lot of people in my life, my wife, my mom, my family, they tell me, just cut it down to 1 a day. Just cut down to 2 or 3 a day, because right now I'm drinking probably 6, 7, sometimes 8 a day. So the thing is, I could cut that in half, but it's not enough for me. If I want to quit drinking Mountain Dew, I have to quit altogether. I can't even have one, because what happens is, if I decide to only have one a day, I'll wake up, maybe go for a run, have a nice breakfast, and then at lunchtime, crack one open and drink one. What my brain does is it immediately thinks that I failed. And then that just leads to more drinking 3, 4, and then 5. And the next thing you know, I'm to where I am right now. So in order for me to quit Mountain Dew, I have to quit altogether. And again, saying this into a camera, especially to an audience, a potential audience, it sounds incredibly dumb. And like I said, I don't even think I'm going to put it in this video just because I sound like such an idiot. But it's a real thing, and it's affecting me. And if I need to change my life, I need to change something as small as this little green can right here. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's ruining my life. I'm just blowing it way out of proportion. But I really just want to change, especially if I want to make this channel successful, especially if I want to change my life, lose weight, get better at golf, and put good content on YouTube for you guys. So here's the thing, and I promise that I will get to the golf course later because, like I said, short game ties into the laziness and lack of motivation. But today's Monday the 23rd. Tomorrow's July 24th. I'm going to start not drinking any soda. I'm going to start getting back to the golf course on Tuesday, which is a weird day, but tomorrow's Pioneer Day for Utah, so I actually have the day off, and I can spend all morning at the golf course, which I plan on. And yeah, so I've got one more can of Mountain Dew in the fridge. I'm going to dinner with my family tonight, so I'll probably end up having a Coke, and then I'm done. So like I said, I'm going to dinner with my family, and then tomorrow, hopefully I'll see you on the golf course. Well, I did it. I'm here at the golf course, as you can see. Bring this video first full circle and make it like lack of motivation, laziness, and how I think that all ties in with short game is it takes a lot of motivation. For me, I'm sure a lot of you to force yourself to just do putting drills and chipping drills, and I mean everybody just wants to get on the range and just start pounding drives away. And I've spent a lot of hours, a lot of time sitting at 3 and 4 feet on the putting green, hitting hundreds of balls, just getting my putting stroke down perfectly, and it's not fun, but it's essential because that's how you practice. I'm a huge archery guy. I love shooting my bow. Shooting bows is one of my favorite things to do. And when you get new equipment or you restring it and you just want to make sure everything is good for the season, basically what you do is stand at 10 and 20 yards and just fling arrow after arrow and just dial in everything perfectly. And it's not fun. I want to get out to 50 and 60 yards and launch some arrows, but it's essential. And as far as being lazy, there's a lot of times where I get on the range and I hit my bucket and then I'm just gassed. I don't want to practice anymore. I'm hot. I want to go home. So that's why I really try to force myself to do short game before I get on the range. There's a lot of people I see that show up and they hit 20 balls on the range and then they go home, and that, to me, that's just not worth it. But I'm guilty of it. I've seen people walk towards this part because you can see the range is right there, and then you got the short game. Then behind me you got the chipping area. I see a lot of people walk towards this place, then kind of get this look in their eye no, I'm going home. So it takes a lot of motivation for me and to overcome laziness to practice short game. But like I said, it's so essential. In my case anyway, a lot of courses around here are fairly short, and I'm a pretty long hitter off the tee. So I've got a lot of shots that I'm 120 yards in, sometimes even 70 to 50 yards in, depending on the hole. And if I don't practice that distance, I'm screwed. So I'm just gonna sit on the green and I'm gonna just lag putt for a minute, and then we'll go from there. know if I got that, but the last one went in. 8 balls. The first 3 were pretty terrible. I finished the last 5 pretty strong. Lag putting is definitely not the strongest part of my game. I never seem to get the club back far enough. 90% of the time when I'm lag putting, I leave the ball way short. But in this case, I did pretty good. Also, I felt like I hit a lot of those putts kind of toey. So I might do some drills later today to prevent that. All right, I'm actually feeling pretty happy with the way I putted. I said I wasn't going to, but I ended up doing a few drills just to keep I felt like I was swinging a little outside in. I was hitting everything off the toe. So I kind of corrected that, and then I did a couple 3-foot putts, and I actually went 3 rounds, only missing 1. So I'm actually not too upset about that. So today, or right now, I'm going to stay here about 25 yards and just try to just launch balls right at that flag stick. Okay, so I'm only happy with 2 of those. My swing it feels so uncomfortable. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess when I'm editing this video, or I can just hurry and watch back the footage, but my swing just feels so uncomfortable and tight and awkward looking. Like I said, I'll have to go back and look, but I completely shanked this one. I'm gonna keep going. I'm actually gonna watch the footage and see where I went wrong with my swing, and try to hit another set, and then I'll probably move back to like 40 yards and then 50 yards. Don't know if I'm gonna film it just because I don't want this video to run too long. I kind of got my message across what I wanted to talk about today, and we'll spend another video where I talk more about short game and drills and everything. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I'm just gonna end it right here. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna finish up the short game, and then I'm gonna go hit a bucket. And hope you have a good rest of the day. If you guys live in Utah, I hope you guys have a good Pioneer Day. So have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.